Any purchase, let's say your mobile phones or your two-wheeler or a car, do you take up the decision based on emotions or based on logic? Which works more, your heart or your brain? Which works more?
Since we are investing on that, I would say logic.
Logic, you might, but the fact is, majority of the people they take up the decision based on emotions. Social media platform, it's India number one, especially when you talk about Facebook. India is having almost 340 million active users of Facebook, followed by US, which comes to something around 250 million. So the gap between India and US is close to almost 90 million. I would like to compare, like, for when it comes to traditional, personal social media marketing tools like Facebook, Instagram are like Titan. LinkedIn is like a Rolex watch. So there you find the truthful information in LinkedIn.
Hello everyone, welcome to Digito Talks, a talk show organized by Digital Marketing Club of Presidency University, Digitopedia. Today, I, Nitya Dharmapuri, honored to have a brilliant professor and faculty coordinator of Digital Marketing Club of Presidency University, Digitopedia, Mr. Ameer Hussain, sir. Thank you for having us, sir.
Thank you, Nitya.
Sir, so can we know about your digital marketing journey?
No, basically, I'm a faculty by profession. You can see from my tag, I'm working with Presidency University. Coming to digital marketing, I would like to show myself to be more of a marketer than a digital marketer, because earlier I worked in sales for almost 6 years, where I held growing responsibilities like assistant manager, sales all India. And then it's been almost 6 or 7 years before I started my journey in academics. And I was quite passionate towards subjects which are based on very much knowledge based subjects like research, marketing, and more precisely, especially after this pandemic, I would say even during this pandemic, I have grown my interest towards digital marketing. That is where I started teaching digital marketing, and I found it to be more interesting, and I found that its very practical relevance is there, and certain interesting facts which actually fascinated me to shift my career more from a general marketing to digital marketing. You believe me or not? Let me ask you a few questions. Let's say that, which country do you think that is having the largest Facebook user base? Any wild guess?
Uh, I believe it's India.
India, right? You are right. What about Instagram? US, India, UK.
Yeah, India or US, sir, mostly.
Once again, it is India. We talk about YouTube. Is it India or US, UK, China, any country?
Obviously.
Again, India. So you take up any social media platform, it's India number one, especially when you talk about Facebook. India is having almost 340 million active users of Facebook, followed by US, which comes to something around 250 million. So the gap between India and US is close to almost 90 million, and followed by other countries like Indonesia and other countries. So now you look at all these metrics, what type of social media platform, whether it is a Facebook or Instagram and whatever it is. So basically, I being a marketer, I am a person who goes along with the trend. Okay, if the trend is towards digital marketing, I embrace the trend. I don't want to challenge that. Okay, I'll go for traditional marketing, I'll go for conventional marketing. So I will embrace the digital marketing trend, and I'm the one who follows digital marketing, and we do teach digital marketing to the students also. So off the record, I would also say that I do have my own YouTube channel also, where you can have good number of subscribers. I would say that for an educational content, especially on research, mostly students find it to be very boring. I have just posted some six talks on research, especially useful for PhD scholars and students who are doing internship. Out of six, almost two of the videos has gone viral, which has crossed 30,000 views, and you can really appreciate the kind of views which has we have got it for an educational content, that too on research, which is quite boring. So that is where I found that, okay, there is a very good room is there for digital marketing. There are a good number of students who wanted to learn through digital marketing. And you can also see that when I'm in LinkedIn or when I'm in Facebook, there are a lot of programs that has been focused towards digital marketing. So that is where I don't call myself to be an expert, but I do say that yes, I'm a learner who learn digital marketing. I appreciate digital marketing, and I do also practice digital marketing through my channels. Yeah.
That's very good to hear, sir. So as you said, you do conduct researches and all. So we have a few questions which we would like to know answers about regarding digital marketing. So the very first question is social media marketing better for B2C or B2B businesses? What do you think, sir?
No, it depends upon which social media platform that you are talking about. So mostly we find personal social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, maybe even WhatsApp. So these are all the social media platform which people use it for personal purpose. There is one social media platform which people use it for professional purpose, that is LinkedIn. So you can see that when it comes to these type of social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, it has a very good number of user base. We call it as monthly active users. So the monthly active users in Facebook, Instagram, Twitter put together, it's much higher than that of the professional platforms like LinkedIn. So Facebook, it has almost 340 millions. Maybe Instagram, maybe 230 million active users in India. Whereas when it comes to LinkedIn, it has only 82 million. So why I'm telling these statistics is that especially for personal social media platforms, which includes Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, other things, better go for B2C. So B2C, you would find it to be more successful. You can launch a very, very successful program if you're focusing on B2C for through this particular platform. When it comes to LinkedIn, it is a platform where you find all top people will be there, where people are there for career advancement purpose, networking, and other things, where you can really target on B2B. So though we use LinkedIn mainly for B2B, B2C is actually the clear winner when it comes to in terms of volume. So I would say that whenever we are making any purchase, let me ask you a simple question. Do you make up any purchase, let's say your mobile phones or your two-wheeler or a car, do you take up the decision based on emotions or based on logic? Which works more, your heart or your brain? Which works more?
Since we are investing on that, I would say logic.
Logic you buy, but the fact is, majority of the people, they take up the decision based on emotions. Probably you are, maybe you give a lot of importance to your cognitive process, but the research says that majority of the people take up their decision based on emotions. You stand in the queue in any supermarket, you just wanted to grab a sneaker. You don't see a lot of attention for your brain. So whenever when it comes to a small low value product, we take up a decision based on our emotions, heart. That is where B2C role comes into picture compared to B2B. So when it comes to corporate, the decisions are being taken by the board members, by a group of people, giving more emphasis to logic. When it comes to decision which is based on emotions, it's B2C that actually works. Say for example, would you be interested in taking up a course in business analytics, which can promise a high paying job like data analytics? People are so much interested in it because it provokes their emotions. But they also forget the fact that when it comes to data analytics, it is more of a coding. So they go behind the fancy advertisements and they go behind towards it. But they forget the fact that am I a person who really suits for it? So what I'm trying to say is that when it comes to digital marketing, B2C really works compared to B2C, B2B. So B2B, go for LinkedIn, B2C, go for other general social media marketing tools. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. That was an insightful answer. And how should one be using LinkedIn for marketing?
Yeah, as I have said just now that you have to use LinkedIn for B2B. Now you may be wondering, why can't I use it for B2C? Yes, you can use it, but compared to other social media, LinkedIn marketing is very costly because of the kind of audience that it focuses on. So LinkedIn is like, like say for example, I would like to compare like for when it comes to traditional, personal social media marketing tools like Facebook, Instagram are like Titan. LinkedIn is like a Rolex watch. So there you find the truthful information in LinkedIn. So Facebook and Instagram, people don't disclose about themselves. They don't disclose what is, when did they pass out, what is their experience. But when it comes to LinkedIn, all these data are perfect. And moreover, you will also be able to connect with the top people, starting from a CEO of an organization to a low level person. They are there in LinkedIn. They may not be an active user, the monthly user base might be less in LinkedIn, but that high net worth individuals are always there. So let's say, for example, if you're interested in running a campaign where you wanted to generate the leads. Let's say that you are someone who is launching an online program on digital marketing, and you have got a very good recording of the top professors of the country or across the globe. The best platform is through LinkedIn. That time I would not go for Instagram. So it depends upon what is the kind of product. You doesn't matter. You let them charge 1 lakh rupees, not a problem for them, because that is where the institutional buying happens. Say for example, you have a very good digital marketing program which cost you almost 1 lakh rupees spread across for 3 months, and you're focusing on those corporate people who are into digital marketing, who wanted to launch digital marketing programs for their product. The best platform is go for LinkedIn. Probably I, as a buyer, individual buyer, I may not buy that 1 lakh worth digital marketing program, but the institute might sponsor the program to that particular person. So that's why I'm telling that when it comes to B2B, especially for lead generation, B2B lead generation, the deadly combination is LinkedIn.
Thank you so much, sir.